What it do? What it do? It's your boy, BX Brother 718_TV live with Madden NFL 20. Online head-to-head matchup. Finally starting it up. Got to get some reps in before my custom franchise mode league starts tonight. So I will be go ahead and getting some reps in with the Oakland Raiders, because that's exactly who I have at my custom franchise. My other one is the Patriots. So I'll be swapping between the two.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Oakland Raiders. Carlson now to kick this one away.
This boy don't got no leg.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15.
Oh, yo, that was super
and a
fast.
nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Rip left, rip left.
To throw is Brady.
Oh, and he dropped it. Beat me with the coverage and dropped the
To get
football.
him the football out of the backfield.
That's crazy.
They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel.
Damn.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 70 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Hardcore to your brain. Let's go inside the astral plane. Oh my God.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Man. That's all that matters, bro. All that matters, bro.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
Yo, Dame, not as ugly as your goddamn Lions, bro.
But not a whole lot of room there, but there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving
man.
laterally,
Yo, you been on this game much though, man?
The game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, exit.
From the 36, Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A first down carry now for Crowell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Shit, if I had to guess, probably every day.
No gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Probably every day.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10.
What? Probably Lily's, yeah. It ain't mine, so I don't know.
From the gun, it's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
How you feel, man? How you feel about the game, man? You think you got your dominance back from 2019 yet? With all these new buttons and shit like that? Oh God, and he fumbles the fucking football.
His first carry,
look at this shit.
And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator.
See that shit, Rod, man?
Get it all the way down there in the red zone. Can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble recovery for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop
hey,
and score
tight slots out of what? The shotgun?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing again. Carr. He's
waited too fucking long, man. Damn.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
That is my fault, man.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, pass incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight.
Let me see if this still
Unable
works.
to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Goal 50.
They do go for it. It's Brady. He hits right, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady flush to his right.
Give me that interception.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up
Give me
3rd.
that interception.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Tackling sucks.
Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. On 1st down, Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, and the pressure gets to him again.
Sweet, sweet. Yeah, I finished mine. We got a handful of teams that need to go ahead and make their cuts. If they don't, they are ass out.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
You got nothing. Reload.
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Marshall picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Brady going to throw. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Hey, Haywood.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well.
Oh, actually, let me try my little thing here. Let me see.
The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
Yep, there we go.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the high discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Get wide. Express. Low. It's a safety creek.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are back within a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. that makes it 14.
Hey, Rod, I think Vikings should be picking soon, too, with their free agency joint. As soon as that's over with, I got to pick up a quarterback. I only have 2 quarterbacks active on the roster.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now Brady on the bootleg.
Woo! Let's go. User.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. Well, tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do. In this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Way to run that down.
A loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Carr throwing on second down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Ryan Grant with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Carlson on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. From his linebacker's spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go.
All right,
we'll
let's
take a
go.
timeout.
New ball game.
After this, you're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Second half begins with a run by Crowell. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
93. 93.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 30.
Don't ask me how, man.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Do not ask me how,
That
man.
time for the Raiders, 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Good catch. Let's go.
Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Wait, set. Wide, 80. Watch my 4. Exit, exit. Alert. Hey, orbit. 54, 3D. Hey.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead.
Right place, right time.
31-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll run on 1st down. Crowell, and he is
Supposed to
going
hold
to
that
lose
block.
yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time
What are y'all doing?
between playing corner and safety in the NFL.
Mir.
Is like the Autobahn.
You need to
Everybody
stop,
just
buddy.
flying by, and these corners been really
All right,
busy in
man.
this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Throwing now is Carr. He wants it all for the end zone. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect.
Huh?
And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at about the 32. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Raiders have got him. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Flushed out, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cleveland Farrell, and boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Crowell, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Check that. We're Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Nice way to play that.
Well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Brady now to throw. Buying time to his left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Here's Brady. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2 minutes.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Your mind.
Hey, Alpha.
Yeah. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Hey, tight. Hey, right 52.
Operating from the gun. Carr. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
694. Ready, 9. 52.
Hey, Team 6.
Express. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. I got you, son. I got you, son.
To throw again. Carr. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Hey, Delta.
Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye.
Yeah, we got to clip that. Clip it.
Oakland. Antonio
That was
Brown,
official.
65 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point lines up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken near the 13. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Watson has it right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes
He don't
left
know
to
who
play
to
in this
throw the ball
football
to.
game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On play action, now Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Alabama, 380. Right 54. Ozzy. Hey. High 7. 72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing now is Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be...
All I want to do... Good quit, baby. Good quit. Good quit. Got another opponent here. Oh, are they going to give me my win, though? I want to know. Ah, there you go.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New Orleans Saints. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready. You ready? Watch my board. Hey, watch the slant.
On first down, Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
Gosh, gotta come back to that.
I know the guys in the NFL,
He's out
the
here
competition
throwing it.
committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Breeze now on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
We got this.
A very solid gain of 27.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Gonna throw deep.
Give me that. Let's go.
And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus
Stay
Jordan
down,
with a
stay down.
pick. And a big
Let's go.
turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. 30, 10,
Let's go.
all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Isaiah Crowell, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. A safety with a sack there. LaMarcus Joyner.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. He sets to fire deep.
Oh my God.
He's got a man.
Clicked on him to swat the ball,
Take it
and
into the
he just stood
end zone for
there.
the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 81 yards.
That was my fault.
And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. But yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Damn, I'm so mad at that.
And he'll make it
wait,
across
or
the
he's
20
supposed to get that.
as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 27, Carr. And this will be incomplete. The tight end, Luke
he got in
Wilson,
there
was
quick,
the target.
though.
But now it's
I
3rd
couldn't
down.
front.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
6-18. Hey, Charlie.
He's coming, double up.
Express. 27, Mike. Mike, 27. Hey, let's get some penetration.
On 3rd down, Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. These two teams all tied after one.
27. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
They'll run on first down. Richard, and an alley to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Kill. OP. Express. Stay at home. Where's it hot?
Carr to throw on second down. This will be caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sunday, down. 180. All day, dog. You got double time. Hey, good set.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, down. 180. Check back 47. Stop your whining. Joker. White Monday, down. Kill. Turn up. That's right. Kill, turn up.
Here is Martin on third and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
This should be 14-0 right now,
Able
man.
to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were
Way to
looking for
block
is the
shut off
defense
that.
get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Ready. You ready?
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our
Way to
studios
be right
in
there.
Orlando.
Way to be
Now,
right
meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Breeze. Looking deep downfield.
There we go. Good tip on that
And
one.
that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the field,
I would leave in extra blockers.
Said incomplete. To throw on 3rd down. Carr, he's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Ooh, incomplete. Lucky. Definitely leaving extra blockers. Tight end, halfback, and just look and see where the blitz is coming from. Normally, wherever the blitz is coming from, you'd want to, send somebody out
is trying to stay behind
and route in that particular area. Something for the short dink and dunk.
The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Returnable for Sherrills. Nice job
if you want to have
on the return.
extra blockers, you can do the dual halfback one out of shotgun. When I get on offense, I'll let you know exactly what the name of that formation is. I don't want to give you the formation now because it's just not ringing the bell.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Let me get that. User.
Team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
Let's go.
And a very good return as he'll take it all the way
basically, you can get a shotgun play. You can get this formation right here, which is called split coast patch. It has dual halfback. Particularly if they're blitzing heavy, you can pass block both running backs. I'm just gonna pass block one in this particular situation because I don't think he's blitzing.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? It's complete to Brown, right side.
Let's go, AB.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 60 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw.
And the Raiders have got him. The product of Jersey City to here.
I need to learn how to fucking
the Saints going to call the first
contain.
of their timeouts.
That's what I don't know how to do right now.
With 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
You're good, you're good. High forward, ready.
To throw, it's Breeze.
That SWAT there.
Knocked away and incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He couldn't get the hook up there that
I think the first thing you wanna do and you wanna know is what coverage does what.
Before the quarter breaks.
There you go. That's how you contain. Okay. Basically, definitely want to know what coverage does what.
Shot before half for Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
There you go. He's not catching
And for the
that.
third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys.
If you got a good line,
back.
a good D line,
So we have come to halftime,
you can sit up in zone all day, especially if you get the pressure from the D line. But most of these vets, man, they know how to, they know how to block. You know what I mean? Get by extra 2-3 seconds. So, you got to learn some of the zone blitzes. That's a definite. I mean, I don't know how much more to say it. Basically, you got to bait your opponent. If you know what your opponent likes to do, and they continue doing the same thing, then it's easier to play coverage because then you know how to counter it.
At their own 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Crowell.
Let's go, Crowell.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 99. Check 99. 93.
Me, I like to play the linebacker. I love playing the middle linebacker. Lurk the middle of the field.
On 1st and 10, here's
Carr. He still caught it. Oh my God. Didn't expect that.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 10 yards.
All right, here's where I'm going to fake him out right here because he's going to think I'm going to go right back to that, and that's not it. As long as I buy some time, I'm good.
Looking to throw again
And
on
that's where I
2nd
got
down.
right here.
Carr. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
47. 180. 180. We're good. 180. 29. I'm coming up to you. I'm coming up to you.
From the 24, Carr. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs.
All right, I got you.
I
definitely got you,
passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it.
This is not
Go
the play
play
I want.
action and take your shot at the end zone.
That's trash. That's trash. Check 3. Check 3. Yo, Chief.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Throw the ball. You released too late, bro. Oh, my
here.
God.
A sack back at the 32. Cameron Jordan able to get him down for
My
a
tight end
loss
didn't release
of
on that
11,
block, man.
and it brings up 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
I'll bet you they ran out there for that
Yeah, that is true. I don't shy away from that. Anytime somebody has a question, if I can answer it, I definitely would.
Right now, we need a spark.
When you can just feel it on their sideline, the air just kind of out of the balloon.
I have more followers over on Twitch. I have 1,005 followers. That's more my base platform.
Morning, noon, and night. He's trying to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Sometimes you got to bait them, man. You got to make them think they got the throw.
I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On first down, Crowell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon.
Hey, Jarrell, if you could, man, definitely share the stream, man. I definitely appreciate that.
They keep it with Crowell on first. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
What we got?
On second and 12, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right
thank you, bro. Thank you.
Nowadays. Do you sit on
no, I don't sprint at all. No, I kind of just let them drop back and sit in the pocket.
Because you always feel like the other team can come back.
Extend it. Have some fun. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara.
All right, get him down.
He'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Oh, with the halfback, no. I wait a little bit. I let him gain his traction so the blockers can get in front of him. Probably about 2-3 seconds, and then I'll go ahead and hit the turbo button.
Puts him in a pretty good spot for second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Good catch.
One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Let's go.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the counter, here's Kamara. Oh, look at the strength.
No.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal on the ground. This is Kamara. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Toss play, Kamara.
Let's go. Shoot the hell out that gap. Let's go.
They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Oh, what was there?
Now Breeze.
Oh, he didn't stick his hand out.
Thomas, he's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael
Good touchdown, though.
Thomas.
Good touchdown.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll toss it to Crowell. And maybe a measure of revenge.
Man, the Raiders'
He's
O-line
had his way
sucks.
in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
93. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Express. Get the ball. White 56.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr.
I'd have had him beat.
Can't get a throw off. He's
Let me get
taken
the throw
down.
off,
What a huge play at this point in the game. Give the
Great
sack to
play.
David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Down. 280. Mike's 56. 808. I got you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On play action. Now Carr. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Let's go. Ready. Little lady. Watch the run. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move on.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brandon Marshall in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Breeze to throw.
Out of bounds.
Sideline, he caught it,
Out of
but
bounds.
out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Let's go. Give me that.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall.
Nice pick, nice pick.
Sunday, down. 180.
You don't see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna
Down to a knee here.
All right,
The
start
defense
this off
doing a
right.
couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Good game, BX.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
Good game. 8-way trippy. All right, 2-0. I'll be right back. Ah, your boy's back. Boy's back. Ooh. To it. phone at? E.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. Carlson now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
I mean, if you want to quit, gotta be perfect. I know you're not. I know you're just gonna do your lineup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's make these babies proud.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Tonight, 180.
54. Cut.
It's on one.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Shift.
Low.
The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Let go.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Go.
Now Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Washington.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Down. 180.
Smith. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
734. Hey, Haywood.
Mike Bobo.
Right there.
Check. Cross.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. It's complete. Swings it out to
that,
his running
man?
back.
Come on.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on down. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Foles. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Brandon Marshall came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
Hayden Foles. Hey, Echo.
Watch the run.
Now Foles.
Man. Oh, my God,
And
bro.
they will eventually get him down, but he's
So
inside
on
the
that,
5
man.
all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rip right.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path was similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
Check.
Foles. The quick slant caught. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike 5-4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right.
Let's go. Great
And
defense.
that is going to be incomplete.
Great defense.
They're turned away on 4th
Oh,
and goal.
my God.
And the Raiders
Great
hang tough down
defense.
near the goal line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. In his own end zone, it's Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. He's at the 50, the 30, The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 98 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind him, trying to put together. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Don't let him get that one again.
Tahir Whitehead. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a first carry for
Way
the
to
backup
release on
as
that.
they corral. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Monday, down. 180. White Monday, down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
You're mine. Hey, orbit. Express. Mark 27.
Here we go, here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. This is caught. It's Ryan Brand. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Down. You 180.
Check Mark 47. Got one.
They'll run on first down. Richard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Hold it like a lawn chair.
Down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Down. 180.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Good job.
Luke Wilson, 26 yards.
Good job, Luke.
And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his
Good job,
hands,
Luke.
everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Now still second quarter. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit.
Give me the credit, man.
Got them frustrated
Give me the credit.
right now.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Shotgun now for Carr. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Carr to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively, you absolutely have to come up with a big play.
We trying. We thinking of something here.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
6-18. Express.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Both seven.
Throwing again. Carr. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
That was great.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
47. Hey, Alpha. Mike, 47. Yo,
Play action. Now it's Carr. That's going to be caught.
Good touchdown. Let's go.
Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and a yard, Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And some room to work. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On first down, Crowell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
You see what I'm doing to him, man? He ain't ready.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. On the crossing route, complete.
Let's
It's
go.
Grant.
This is where my game is at,
And he
man.
takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Raiders.
Trying to go 4-0 in ranked matches so far.
After
Before my
big
league
play,
starts
a
up.
chance to finish now
You in the
on
Madden,
first
Hezzy, or
and
no?
goal. Carr gives to Richard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Carr, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to
He thought
eat it.
here. What do you think?
And
Come
he'll
on.
take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Just had to get the ball off.
Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I
Let's
just remember as a
go.
player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Gotcha. Yo, man, I'm not gonna lie, man. This Madden 20, man, is it, man. They they definitely did their thing here, man.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He might score here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on third
He said I'm
down,
still
but
pretty
it's gonna
trash at
wind
it.
up incomplete.
Yeah,
It's
man.
been this way most
I
of the
started out
afternoon,
rough, man, in my
hasn't it? The
preseason
secondary
games for
can
my
really
league.
put this receiving core on
But
lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a
all you gotta do
basketball
is
team
get
that's
a
playing
bunch of
excellent
games in, man. Get that
defense,
repetition,
great
man. You'll be all
communication,
right.
doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
I'm still trying to remember some of the plays from last year
Return, as
that I
it
used
is
to
still a
run.
very good one. 24
Get them
yards.
things in effect.
And the Raiders will take over now first and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Hey, Raider 2. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Express. Hold.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally
catch him
taken
again,
down
though.
at the 20-yard line.
He thinks
That'll
he's
go as a
gonna think I'm gonna do the
pickup of
same thing.
32 on the catch and run.
And this is
What a game
where
it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good
I
comedy
might catch
team.
him.
They know how to play
Hopefully,
off
if
of each
he
other so
bites
well.
on
No
it.
matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
He's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ryan Grant, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the silver and black continue to roll. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set
let me see if
for
I
the fourth
can.
quarter. A very one-sided affair.
See if I-
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch tight end.
Tiger.
3 down, 3 down.
Okay, yep. Just did it.
2nd and 4.
You gotta be quicker than that.
Side of the tight end O'Shaughnessy.
Come on, Joseph.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Green 80.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They're not ready for this, man.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. They'll toss
On
it
that.
front, and this is going to be caught. Another nice game,
He
13
hauled
yards
ass,
that
too.
time, and another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be
Keep
second
working this
down.
blitz.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we?
I
In
get
this
it.
case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here
Till
on
I
second
get it.
down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Looking to throw. Caught here by Conley. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
again.
12 yards there and a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. This is the running back, Blue. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other
Yeah,
side.
let's
and
go.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a handoff to Crowell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to one.
This O-line is so trash.
Fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Oh my God.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. He's more coming. He's more where it came from.
Down. 180.
Check, check.
Carr going to look to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. Whoosh. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield
16 for
before going out of
17,
bounds.
Derek
That
Carr.
one, a
That's
gain
crazy.
of 20 and a 1st down.
When you
That's
call a
crazy.
wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
We're going to leave that right there. Definitely good game.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm
Man,
Brandon
held him
Gaughan.
to
You've been
42
watching
passing
the
and
NFL
34
right
rushing.
here on EA Sports.
It's cold.
With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
That's cold. Wait, am I 3-0? Hold on. Let me see. Might be 3-0. Thought I was 4-0. Oh, 3-0 it was. Top 43. I want to play another one. You know what? We'll do one more. Actually, give me a minute. Right back.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Oakland Raiders.
I got to practice with the Patriots too, man.
Carlson now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
He must have thought he was going to get to play on my channel. Not with that stupidity, bro. Did that shit somewhere else.
Wait, 20. Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
Alpha.
Tight dog.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Good break up, baby.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
29. 29.
Hey, my 7.
To throw, it's Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. 29.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch Mike. Hey, let's get this.
Express.
Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike.
That's it.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
Oh, man.
They're going to be
Still
incomplete.
almost had it.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing
Going for it.
downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
We're going to be an ass about it.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
93.
They do go for it. It's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. So shall we say a bold
That was a
decision to go
bold
for it, and
decision.
that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this
Well,
situation.
he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Game situation. Let's go. Shoot.
450.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and get it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Nice.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
All right, he won't get the next one.
A 22-yard scamper. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Alrighty.
I know we don't talk about it enough. The intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A good pick up there, 26 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A give go right to Martin. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Don't make this shit so difficult.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for
Don't
second
make
down.
this difficult at all. Because not.
Now,
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr is going to fire one deep over. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Wait, set. 53. 50. On the ball.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. Throwing right side, that's complete to Demarius Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go with White on the counter. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Check it, reload. Mike's 50, Mike. Hey, zoom. Check it.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady going to go on 4th down. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 3rd down, Carr.
Why is Carr not able to make that
Not much
throw,
going on this
man?
drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. first down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Throwing again on second down.
Let's fucking go.
A battle for it, and it's
Let's go.
intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A gain of 3,
He
second
loves that
down.
cover 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Right now. 185. You're mine. I'm coming to you, son. I'm coming to you. You're mine. Smooth. Express. Motion out the backfield. Motion out the backfield.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ryan Grant, 28 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's what I'm talking about.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Brady. And Watson has it right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 right at the 30. Second half begins with a run by Crowell. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
That's it, baby.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Hey, exit. 52.
On 2nd and 7, Carr throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, Wahoo!
Rush it.
Express. 52.
6 man.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. He gets it to Brown. Good play. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards on the ground. Richard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Check 4.
Second down and goal. Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Check.
Here's Crowell, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 7 yards on the touchdown run. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Now, they went draw play there on 3rd down around the goal line. Something you normally like to see, Charles?
Oftentimes, people are prepared for a pass in this situation, so the draw is a good call.
but it's better when you usually have a lead blocker. If you don't have a fullback, you can use your H-back to pull in front. Sometimes you pull a guard to get out in front. Maybe it's your tight end, but they find a way to create a little bit of extra space. A bit of a surprise down near the goal line, but it was effective in this situation.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
There he goes, Julian Edelman. And all the way in, touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 52 yards. And the Patriots have retaken the lead.
Let him release, man.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 17-14. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carr now on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Michael Bannon able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
93. Express.
Block 52. 52's the mic.
Pick it up.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Let me select.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the drive with White. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9, Brady to Gordon, out left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
1st down, here's White. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 39 yards there, a big one. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Shadow. White, 28. Shadow.
Opting to run again here with White.
That was one hell of a juke move. Sweet, bro.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get tight. Let's go. Let's go. Now, 180. Right on the line. We want this.
Bang, 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 bang.
808.
Hey, Alpha.
Express.
Choose the mic. Hey, here I come.
Back to throw, Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached. Because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Watch OP, OP. Right on the line.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Express.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey.
Now Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with Michelle on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 2nd down now, it's White. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I want to see if I can.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And the Raiders have got him. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Hey, good game, man. Good game, Meek.
Charles, a 1-score game.
That was my bad. I could have had that game. But I'm out of here, man. Thanks for tuning in with your boy, BXBrother718_TV. If you haven't done so already, definitely hit that follow button and or like the page over on Facebook. Definitely follow my social media links, which is down below. Start on my YouTube channel at BXBrother730. Definitely follow my Twitter at BXBrother718 for the latest news and updates. And definitely follow my Twitch. That's where I get most of my followers at BXBrother718. Till next time, peace.